All right. Okay, I'm here today with Ethan. Ethan, what's even your last name, man? I don't even fucking...
Sherry.
Sherry?
Yeah, very Irish. Very
okay,
Irish, very
but you're
sure.
half Chinese?
Half Chinese, 100%.
Okay. But your mom is what? What's her Chinese last name?
Chu.
Chu? All right. So I'm a Chan, so that's a Chu.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but I'm here today with Ethan. Ethan currently is a bartender at the Park. The Park is a bar. They have a location, Quarry Park, in the southeast location of Calgary, as well as in the Aspen landing area, southwest of Calgary.
It's kind of lit right now, guys. Bear with him. All right.
I literally just picked. I know Ethan from just him visiting my bar back when I used to work in the Aspen area, and then like we developed a friendship there. We were trying to do this podcast for a while, but your schedule got taken up because you're being all like Romeo and stuff going on.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit of a flake with the text, man. Gotta be honest right now. If someone texts me, I'll see it. It's gonna be hard to reply sometimes, you know.
Okay,
sometimes
well, what's up with that? Like, what do you mean? Like,
you know, sometimes like I'm either doing other stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna reply to them later, and then sometimes I just like forget. It's actually I do mean to reply, but like you know, a lot of people out there will get that.
No, for sure. No, but that's something I've noticed a lot lately with just, again, I sound fucking old when I say this, but like you young people, you know, like
we forget.
Like you definitely answer texts on your own time unless it's like super urgent.
Yeah.
By the way, it's brought to you by Captain Morgan's, and this beer is Nemesis from Zero Issue. It's a local brewery from Calgary, Alberta.
Shout out.
So right now, Nemesis is a IPA, and I'm gonna take a swig with you, bro.
Oh, cheers.
And cheers.
Cheers. For sure.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. It ain't too hoppy. It ain't too bad. Hey, I like that.
It's fucking amazing.
Might need to open a lot of wine.
Mm-hmm.
I split one with Kaks, so.
Yeah, well, we got a couple more just sitting right there.
And some Captain Mo's. I'll take some.
Yeah. All right, but Ethan, let's get back to your fucking Asian heritage here.
Absolutely.
So you're a Chu and a Sherry?
Absolutely.
Sherry's an Irish last name?
I don't know. Well, my grandparents originally. My grandma is from Montreal, 100%. My grandpa, pretty sure is from Ireland. Might have been Montreal too, but hey, I don't know. All I know is that apparently I'm half Irish. I used to think I was half French.
Okay, tell me this. When you were growing up, were you confused about your identity?
Not really. No? I just knew I was white and Asian.
Okay.
And everyone knew. Everyone comes up to me. They're like, hey, are you mixed? And sometimes I'm like, hey, how do you know I'm mixed? Because I think I am the most white-looking mixed person ever.
Yeah, well, even in today's world, you're right. Like just to make a claim like that, like you better be sure. Otherwise, you know, it could come off offensive.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, like you could definitely pass for full white or like super white or like white as fuck. You know what I mean? Like the Asian part, I was kind of like it threw me off when you're like, oh, I'm Asian. I'm like, I didn't detect that when I was like looking right at you.
Well, the same thing comes back, right? So like when I'm
when I threw some chopsticks at you and you caught it, like I was like, hey, yeah, it checks out. It checks out.
Caught a fly as well. But no, when I'm at work, right? No one knows. Like all my the people I'm serving, right? They don't know the Asian side. Mm-hmm. They're like. Because apparently,
you don't know if they're thinking that.
Yeah, no, but they come up and ask me because apparently I have like this accent that comes out of nowhere. They're like, "Hey,
like what? What do you mean?"
Yeah, they're like, "Are you Australian?" I'm like, "No, I'm not Australian at all. No, not even one bit." And they're like, "New Zealand? Are you from New Zealand?" No, I'm like, "No."
Okay, well,
Calgary, born and raised.
What were you saying at the time to like draw out this accent? Because I haven't heard an accent from you. Like,
I say, "Hey, how is it? How you guys doing?" Today the special is blah 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 whatever, and like I really just like right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have my normal customer service voice, but what I've heard from servers is that apparently I'm the only one that doesn't have a customer service voice. Apparently my pitch doesn't change, my attitude doesn't change. Apparently it's just like solid all the way through. So I don't know how anyone thinks.
Is that a compliment or?
I don't know. Apparently people think I have an accent, so I don't know what's going on there, but it's all right. Don't worry about it.
It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like kind of appreciating my voice, I guess. That's how I see it.
I don't know, man. I love your demeanor anyway. Like it's positive. Like if you're at the Park down to the Aspen area, like Ethan's bartender there, definitely check him out. You know, like order your drinks from him. Tip your bartender. You know,
absolutely, 100%. Tip your servers.
Yeah. Ethan, so we know some mutual people. Like you used to work at WestJet under the attack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. You know, throwback for sure.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean throwback? Just pre-pandemic, basically.
Yeah, pre-pandemic, bro. Like pandemic definitely fucked the WestJet train over. You know?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because they so people don't know, WestJet has a it's called turnaround crew, TAC.
Yeah.
It's a division that does your luggage. They de-ice the wheels as well. Do they do the fuel as well for planes? Or
No, that's another one. Menzies does that.
Okay,
Menzies,
all right.
yeah.
But you're responsible for baggage, de-icing wheels.
No, not even de-icing.
Okay,
there's a separate one.
Okay.
I used to de-ice planes as well. That's Aeromag 3000.
Okay, sick. So you did both.
Yeah, did both.
Okay, sweet. All right. Okay, but did you bartend the whole time while you did that as well?
No, when I was at WestJet, I was 100% at WestJet.
WestJet, okay.
You know, it was good benefits for sure. Mm-hmm. But when COVID hit, this company called, what was it called, that bought WestJet out? Why am I blanking right now?
Well, I know they well, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, not out, is it outsourced? Like they took away the TAC division during the pandemic, and they hired a neutral company specifically just to do like the TAC work.
ATS, exactly. Okay. Airport Terminal Services. Right.
But now now from what I understand, WestJet is bringing back their TAC division just because probably the workload's probably higher and whatnot now, I would imagine.
Yeah, as I understand right now, it is actually, they're not bringing back the whole TAC crew. They're just bringing back connection runners, which were people that would bring connection flights. So you come in and you're in Calgary, but you're connecting to Toronto. You came from Mexico, so you're coming Calgary to Toronto. Your bag basically gets held by a connection runner and brought to a flight or brought to the bag room where it gets sorted out. So like that's what they're hiring back. The whole turnaround crew isn't coming back yet, which sucks. But I do have a couple friends at WestJet right now. Which shout out for you guys. I hope you guys are doing good.
Okay, but like your job there was unexpectedly taken away from you essentially during the pandemic.
100%.
Okay. So you got a nice, reliable occupation known as bartending.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, like I don't know. There's points where bartenders are not that hard to come by. What I'm saying, there's people that want to be bartenders, and there's people that already are bartenders. But it's just knowing the cocktails of the restaurant. It's knowing like if you've been fast bar before, like if you've been in fast bar before, it's gonna be completely different than if you go into like a cocktail place, right? Because cocktails, you gotta take your time on those bad boys, right? You gotta take your time, measure the liquor. This isn't fast bar where you can like just pour it all willy-nilly and then put a little fucking Coke on there and then you're all good, right? Like it's so much different.
Yeah, you're thinking of like nightclub bartending.
Yeah,
which is kind of the game I grew up in there. Like I was a nightclub bartender for years, and yeah, you make simple fucking drinks, right? But you want an actual cocktail experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna need to like deal with an actual bartender. Now everyone thinks that they can bartend, and there's some truth to that. Like anyone can be a mixologist, but that's not where the skills lie. The skills lie is, can you do that for 100 people within like one dinner period? Yeah, bro. That's where the skills lie, right?
What's crazy before, like, hey, I was trying to train this one person, and not everyone could be. The only reason I don't think everyone could be a bartender is just because I was trying to train this one person.
Don't name names. Name names. Don't name names.
I ain't naming names. Don't worry about it. I didn't name names. No one will know this. It's fine. He would pour a shot with the shot glass or whatever you got your pour or whatever. Like he would pour the shot at a 45-degree angle with a shot glass like this. I'm like, how are you supposed to pour a full ounce? Like, not that you're trying to like aim. Like, there's places where you're not going to try to aim to pour a whole ounce, but like he was pouring it like.
Are you ratting out the short pourers? Is that what's flexing?
No, bro. Like, I don't care about the short pourers. Like, you short pour, you make that money. I don't care. I used to be there. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't worry. You got it. It's fine.
I was never there. I'm an honest bartender. Announce.
That's not what you told me. Come on.
This guy's making shit up. No, but the bartending game it's a fascinating world though. Hey, like it's like when you think you learn it all, there's like more coming in. You know, like absolutely. It's definitely because what I'm trying to say is this. So I'm not naming names, but I used to work at this nightclub where there's a person, as I was coming into the game, like almost like a freshman in sports. This guy's like a vet, been there forever, on his way up. Literally opens his own bar after, just with his tip money accumulated over the years.
Tip money.
Yeah, because it was just a different animal back then, you know? Like the bartending that you saw in like the 90s, the 80s, early 2000s was like, you know, like when there's only cash, the amount of short pouring, it was just insanity.
Yeah, but like tell me that. Is that your tip money or is that money that should be going to the bar.
It is straight theft, you know, if you want to be fucking honest here, you know. But it was one of those things that it wasn't just like one bar did it. It's like every bar in North America did it. You know, it's just one of those weird things that, like, because most managers that manage bars, they came up from being the guy on the you know, being a bar back and then being a bartender, and like, so it was almost like an accepted rule as long as it's done within reason, right? But nothing, it was never done within reason.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, there is doing it within like a limit, because okay, for example, you're short pouring and at the end of the night you're up for like 25 shots or 25 ounces, right? How are you going to get those 25 ounces back? No, they're going to be like, excuse me. There's a limit where you can do that, right? And, you know, there's a lot of people out there, which no disrespect, I swear, like, make your money. I just know at the end of the night, you're going to get shit on 100%.
Well, that's, I don't know, simple. That's called a do back. And you simply just pay the do back.
Yeah, well, like, if you're up, but like, how do you pay a do back when you're up shots, right? Down shots, I get it. You're pouring too much, you're over pouring. How do you?
Okay, hold on. Let's break it down. Okay, I don't know. I feel like we're giving away some trade secrets here.
That, sorry, my bad.
Should not be on.
You know
the
what? Let's change the subject.
Oh, let's not. Let's not. No, let's treat this like a fucking grade. Let's treat this like a grade 1 fucking like test or whatever.
Yeah,
like
a little show and tell. Yeah.
So
show and tell.
If Jimmy has a bottle of booze, and the bottle of booze has 10 ounces of booze, you know, and Jimmy charges $5 for every 10 ounces, right? Mm-hmm. So if the bottle is empty at the night, Jimmy should have $50, right? 10 times 5 is 50. 100%. So then what happens if Jimmy pours only $7 of booze? I mean, 7 ounces.
Yeah.
But he charges for 10. Okay. So Jimmy now only has to pay back the bar $35. He pockets 15, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the general principle of like a short pouring operation. It's just, you know, so it's just like, but you can only short pour if a bar weighs their booze, you know, because like they have to weigh out, knowing that at the beginning of the shift, that one bottle is 10 ounces at 6. But, you know, I mean, a lot of bars don't do that. You know, some bars do. It's a wild game, man. And again,
well, a lot of bars now have it coming out of a gun that literally measures exactly an ounce. So how are you supposed to? The only way you could short pour at those bars is if they have like a top shelf liquor, or if they have like another liqueur that's not on the gun, right? That's the only way they could ever
look. But at the end of the day, it's like none of this is ethical.
No.
All right.
No, absolutely.
But
you're taking money from people.
it is. But at the same time, there's a weird like how can I put this here? It's like a why not type of feeling here. But look, at the end of the day, like that was back in the day when it was like a cash money business. Like I don't look, bar managers are very smart these days. They don't just allow this to happen. Like, you know, but like I'm just saying, like you go back to your bartenders in your 80s, 90s, 70s, like that was a legit job for a legit reason, you know. And it's kind of like bizarre. Like the more I learned about the bar history, but it's very fascinating to me because it's like it's this weird trade where it's like you're hiring like a professional thief basically. You know, but in the end, I mean, like, but if you're riding on the ethics of the whole thing, it's like it's not really, you know, like the whole business is very crazy.
Bro, like, no, I would run into people that would tell me stories, just like fast bar in general. Like they would
talk about the bouncers, right? Like every bouncer, how many times they grease the line and whatnot, right? It's like,
I mean, I ain't gonna call anyone out, any industry out, or any company out. I just know that there is places out here that either bartenders, they power trip. There's gonna be bouncers that power trip 100%. Like, there's a place where there's no cameras and the bouncers will literally beat the shit out of someone, and no one could fucking tell ever.
Yeah, but I mean, I worked with loads of bouncers. I was a bouncer myself for a while there, but like it's like trust me, like I mean, like you got your odd sociopath, but you usually get checked in. But
well, no one like every story that I've
but these
heard,
alleged beatings you're talking about, like they come within reason. I'll say.
Yeah, they come within reason. You know? Reason 100%. Like it's never for no reason. They're not going to take some random.
No. Sometimes there is no reason, and like that guy is a sociopath or a psychopath, and you got to boot him out of there or whatever. But I don't know, man. It's funny. Like I just bring this up just because like it's when I talk to certain bartenders now who are like in the younger age range, and it's weird how their human nature draws them to look for the shortcuts, if you will. But I'm like sitting there like, holy fuck, like I literally thought that this was just a byproduct of people being in a different era, but now I'm like, it's just human nature. Like if you're dealing with a work environment of that style, you're going to attract that kind of mindset, right? But at the same time, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just the way it is, right?
It's just the industry.
It's just the industry, you know.
Industry, man.
Yeah,
it's a dangerous industry to be in. I ain't gonna lie, 100%.
Well, would you say? Hold on here, Ethan. How old are you right now, as of this recording here?
23 years old.
23. Okay, young buck. He's a young buck. Like definitely way the fuck older, you know. But yeah. Would you say that right now the bar game, as you know it, like would you say it's the most popular endeavor for young people in your age range, or like most people, a lot of people don't go to bars anymore?
Well, honestly, for my age group, 100%, it's either you're going to school or you're going to become an industry rat where you're just part of the industry for the rest of your life, which is not bad because there's so many things. If you're in the industry for your whole life, does not mean it's bad because you can go off from there. You save up your money. You're making good money. If you're in the industry, you're making good money. If you're in the industry and you're fast bar, even if you're at like a kitchen and bar, you're going to make good money. If you save those shekels,
well, unless your location is
it depends. But like you can make good money,
but you're right? A place that serves consistent good drinks, good food.
Good, it depends where you're working. 100%, and that's why I'm saying it's not a dead end job because you can eventually just go like you can save enough money, or you can just have such knowledge in the business where you can open up your own place, or you can do like this, that. Like there's so many places, like so many things you can do. There's networking. When you're bartending, you're going to network with people that can.
That's huge. You talk to people a lot. You get to know people, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. It's all G. No. I promise you. Because like I feel like you know the exact same thing.
I do, but but I also was from a different era, right? So it's like the era that I was from, it was just like it was accepted. Mm-hmm. I just wonder, is it accepted now that is the way it is? Because like from what I've seen from the bar managers I talk to and other management style, like they curb the entire advantage of working in that environment, right? Like that's what's taken away from like the bartending culture. I noticed a shift like tremendously. You know, there was almost like this like I don't want to say con type, but like it attracted the fucking interesting wild cards, right? You know, everyone's a wild card. Like you go to work, you didn't know what Jim was gonna say or what Joe's gonna say or what fucking Johnny. Jay's here. I don't know why, but like there's like interesting folk. You know, I wouldn't say they're bad people because like I've had some fucking great people I've interacted with.
Absolutely.
But it attracted that mindset, and then as the culture has changed due to things like regulating your short pouring allegedly or other activities of that nature, it's like it drew in a different crowd of bartender, right? And then you notice the crowd kind of change, right? It's like that's what I noticed. Like I guess what I'm trying to get at is fascinating, just noticing like the shift in the corporate in the culture, if you will, like of an industry, you know. And every industry has gone through that. Every industry has gone through that, you know. So it's like 1 minute you think things are gonna be this way forever, but it doesn't, because ultimately it changes,
well then
right?
Throw back to WestJet. I was like, I'm chilling, making good money, got good benefits.
I don't know if you made good money doing that job, but
I did like good money and benefits, bro.
Add benefits and add like, you know, like flight
bennies.
Yes,
you got the dental,
but don't tell me your hourly rate was a good fucking like,
no. I'm not saying like when I left WestJet, I was at
allegedly
when I left WestJet, I was at like 25, right?
$30 an hour, great.
And I'm like, not bad, especially for the benefits. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can travel, hand off some shifts, and I'm fine, right? But like saying that, like it's just like every single industry, I feel it has had a peak where you're just like, it's gonna be okay, and there's always gonna be a turning point. But like that's what I'm saying. Like I saw this TikTok where a guy went to his therapist.
TikTok, what's that?
I don't know.
Kidding.
Hey, listen, 6-minute video or 6-second videos.
Is that when they're spying on our phones and stuff?
Honestly, I think they are. China.
What do you think they
Isn't
are?
it a Chinese app or something like that? Yeah. But like he said he saw his therapist and he was constantly having these ups and downs in his life, right? But he wanted to come to that point where he just had just in the middle, right? And what his therapist said, he was just like, there's always going to be like ups and downs. And if you're just like on this flat line, like you're going to probably be even more like in a darker space than you would have been before. Because if you have those downs, right? Yes, you're at the bottom point, but you're going to go up, right? And I don't even know where I'm going with this, to be honest. But like,
no, I was drawing on what you were saying until you lost momentum there. But
sorry, I lost momentum. My bad.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, people just having a good time listening to this, I guess, But I guess, if what I was picking up on, I think what you were trying to put out there was like, okay, look, the way I see it is this, like, back in the day, like when you get into a certain line of work, right? For instance, like you got your tack and everything like that. Like you measure the worth of the job, like strictly off of pay, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But like, but when it's not based on that, you got different things that bring you a benefit to the job. Like you entice it that way where you're like, hey, look, you're gonna make shit money, but you get to travel, right? Yeah. Like it's like sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought now too. Like this fucking nemesis just kind of drew me up. Like,
into my head.
Hold on,
bro.
I was onto something here. Okay, all right, guys, sorry about that, but
no, you're on the up. So you're saying like that, like you have those benefits, and like you're sacrificing those benefits for the pay, and like that's what you're.
Well, what I'm trying to say is like I'm a bar owner right now. We're gonna be hiring for Kaks Bar podcast.
Shout out Kaks.
But right now, like you don't want to entice people into a job with low pay, saying like the benefits is why you want to do this fucking job. Because if that's the case, like great, you get to travel everywhere, but you make fucking like next to nothing. And it's like, oh, okay, you're gonna obviously use all that on your fucking fun experience. Now, if that's the way you're thinking, that means you're only gonna attract a younger crowd that doesn't require as much income at their current state, right? Then you're gonna get a certain, no offense, but you're gonna get a certain type of work ethic because So right now, it's like it goes back to where I'm like, hey, look, you can't incentivize off of these benefits, if you will. It's like you got to incentivize off straight pay. Like because incentivizing off a benefit but off a low pay, you're just going to trap this person back into the same scenario. But unless that's your business model, right? But I don't know. It's just different approaches to businesses and things like that. Anyway, dude, I'm not gonna lie. This fucking zero issue kind of got me.
Come on,
kind of got me fucking off track here.
There you go. I think this is the best podcast they've ever had.
Who knows? Probably not. Let's be fucking honest. But I don't know. But we're gonna keep talking. That's the whole point of the podcast. Like caption conversations here.
Okay.
But but Ethan, okay. Fucking topic reswitch here, but just shining on you. Okay, so you're going to school right now for marketing as well?
No, I already finished.
You already finished?
6 years of uni. Here I am.
Okay, sweet.
Bartending and nothing else. Okay. Well, freelance. I freelance a little bit.
That's cool. Okay, we'll put your social media stuff on the internet here. Like, let people connect with you. But what's your next goal here, man?
Next goal, 100%. It's gonna be definitely freelance a little bit more in the morning. I've been like lackadaisical. I know there's a lot of people that say like there's so much money out there, and there's gonna be people that are in a spot where they don't know how to make money. And I'm in that spot where people, but most people, 100%. Like, what I've noticed is that I've been home, I'm chilling for like 5-6 hours, right? Like 5, 6, even more. Like napping, doing nothing. I have a computer. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a computer or not. Like, what I've noticed is that even though I have all the necessities to make that money, research, it's either like finding a person to teach you, right? Like everything like that, it's like so much within your grasp, but not a lot of people like grasp it, right? They like there's so many things where like you can make money.
Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. Like you feel like you're not delivering your skill sets out there enough to people to employ you for it. Like
it's not even that at this point, like in my life, right? So I have a certain amount of skill set, right? It's not even about skills. Like there's people that could get jobs where you don't even need the skills at first, or you're not going to you're not putting yourself out enough. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, one time I tried to drop ship, right? It was like this coffee maker, like espresso shot thing, right? And it bombed, right? I only put $20 into it just for ads and stuff. But what a lot of people don't know is that, like, yes, you're gonna fail, right? You will fail, 100%. There's gonna be that one time where you can succeed, but like if you just give up on the first time, like it's gonna go downhill, right? You're gonna be in the exact same spot. You're gonna be sleeping in your bed, doing nothing, and that's the spot where I'm at, where I just know that there's money out there. There's so many things, and not a lot of people know that because there's just like.
Well, look, I think I kind of grasp what I think you're talking about, but it's like you want success right away.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Right?
Who doesn't want it?
Yeah, but the reality is, unless you have something that is so unique, so viable, so all encompassing, that's not gonna work, man. You know, like at the end of the day, it's like you do whatever you're trying to do with your life. Like it sucks, but you're gonna start from ground zero and work your way up and build that thing, right? Yeah. It's like because like look how many people exist around you. You don't think they're all trying to think of ways to make money and better themselves?
No, but that's the thing. They're thinking of those things, but they're not taking action. Tell me one time, like you and Cass, right? Open the bar. That's the step that you guys need to take. Yeah. You guys took that step. Tell me how many other people that you know that have done that exact same thing. Take that step.
In my exact social circle is basically next to none. Like everyone has worked for someone who's already established a line of work.
What
right?
am I saying?
Yeah, you know,
exactly.
But, and like, well, but and at the end of the day, it's like if you're working for a corporation, look, I've done the same thing, but it left me personally with this gnawing feeling that I couldn't escape. Like it was just on my back 24/7. I was like, I know I could do whatever the fuck this is better, more efficient, and you know, like it just took the balls to go take that route. But it's not a safe journey, man. You know, but it goes like that with, you know, like everything here. It's like everything's hard. That's what I fucking realized. You know, it's like, but everything's hard.
What's easy that's gonna get you to that point that you want to?
Nothing.
Listen. If you live life and you were given everything you ever wanted, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of living? What's the point of doing this, that? Like, if
okay, hold on. You present a really good question here that I think about often here. But like, say, okay, like, bear with me on this example here. Like, it might be getting dark, but like, say there's no consequences for being a meth head. Why wouldn't you be a meth head?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? No, bro. No, but that's what I'm saying. There is consequences, bro. Like, if you're trying to get, if you only get balls deep dive into meth 24/7,
and there's no consequences.
No, but like we talk about, like, what if there was no consequence? There is consequences. Your life falls apart. Your family falls apart. Everyone hates you. But it's like, but what if there's this pill where you just take it and sit in a fucking little tube, be methed out, and just be fucking high as fuck, and like, but nothing. There's no consequence. Like okay, the experience ends. It's like a ride on a VR train, and then like, it's like everyone would fucking succumb to that, you know. It's a very strange one right now, like because when you look into just drug addicts and homeless people and things like that, where you're like, hey, like they're obviously in a rough spot, but like if they're fucking diving into this like super high, if you will, like it's like it must be so great that that overpowers like all the reality or whatnot, right? It's like but it's tricky, man, because sometimes I do feel like I think we're heading in that direction with the majority of people, like, in society, you know, like, and it's kind of getting scary, you know, because let me put it this way: you realize you grab a phone in this day and age, you literally can see all the porn you fucking want, right? Not being fucking serious. Think about it.
Shout out Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub. Yo. Anyway, but think about this, Ethan. Like, how many kings back in the day? You know how many cultures they had to like conquer, subjugate their people to their whim, like through brutality, just to have X amount of naked women in their fucking stone chamber.
Bro, what is that?
And then you got a kid in this day and age who whips out his phone, and it's just like he gets to see more shit than a king saw in multiple lifetimes through actual cruelty to another human being. Like it blows my mind sometimes the evolution of how fast like the gratification charts going, and I'm like, okay, but if this is science and natural evolution, then that's just the part of course, right? Like that's just what it's supposed to naturally be. But it is absolutely no way our human genetics are equipped to truly adapt properly to this much fucking random change, you know, especially changing from what was once someone's prime motivation. Like there might have been a king back in days, like the more cruel I am, the more pussy I get. So he's just like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna fucking be a fucking crazy person. I'm just gonna, you know, like I'm just gonna kill all these people, so I can rape all their women or whatever. It's like, okay, whoa, no, you don't do any of that. You live in 2023. You just pick up your phone and go on fucking TikTok and fucking see all the fucking
times have changed. Times have changed 100%. And I have a few friends that have made it big on TikTok, like, right? So they made it big on TikTok, and now they're surviving, or not surviving. They're making lots and lots of money. They're opening up an app that would show you Google ads to download this app, or you're clicking on a button. They're making lots of money off this. Times have changed so much. I know that there's kings back in the day. That's how you have a lot of money. And like you have anything you ever wanted when you're a king, right? But nowadays, like
within that time frame, though.
Yeah, within the time frame. Nowadays is like you don't need to do this and that. You don't need to fucking object women, or you don't need to object kids, or like you don't need to object anything. You're literally sitting at home making videos. You post online. So many people view your video, and you can advertise it. You can monetize it. You can put ads on this. You can say, hey, download this app. You're going to make money off that. There's some, like, times are so different where you can, like, back to earlier when I was saying that you can make money in so many ways. You can sit at home, make videos every day, and you could be fine. I have a friend, not going to call his name because I don't know if it's right, but he's making money. He has a group. He has about 50 influencers that are making money off of just saying, hey, do this, do that, or go click on my link in my profile. It comes to a bunch of ads. They're making so much money. And that's what I'm saying. There's so much money out there. And if you don't take the steps that you think are right, even if you think there's a right step to make money, man, like it doesn't matter. Take that step. Doesn't matter if you fail or not, bro. There's one of those steps that you're gonna take, and you're gonna be like, wow.
Okay, hold on. Let me look. I heard everything you said, but at the same time, do they feel good though overall?
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'll even show you this guy's Instagram. He just bought a Corvette C8.
No, that's pretty fly. I'm not gonna lie.
Out of nowhere. Already has a Beamer, but a Corvette C8.
But what I mean is like, so maybe there's something you guys shed some light on, but isn't there like a certain level like mental health issues with a lot of people who are pursuing the whole social media influencer kind of role? Like because something about it obviously isn't like resonating with the human experience. Like what I mean by that is just like don't so you're a young buck. Don't tell me those nights that you went out, right? And you just went home and felt empty after.
But that's the thing. The guy I talked to, or I know, goes to the same gym as I do. He is in such a good like mental state. He's been with the same person for over fucking 7
Oh, look, I'm not knocking on the new evolution of things. No, like, I'm just saying
that's actually insane though. Like what I'm saying is that like there's new things that you can do where it's not gonna burden on your mental health. Yeah, you're gonna be working, you're gonna be thinking about things that will make you more money, but that's not gonna affect the way that you feel, you know? Like yes, you're gonna be working hard, but especially if you're with like the right person, or if you're surrounding yourself with the right people, no one's gonna stop you. No one. You're gonna make that money. You're gonna go. You're gonna be a billionaire.
Okay, but I mean, hold on. I like the topic we're on because it's fascinating to me. Just because I'm caught in the vortex between the past and the future. Is the way it seems to me anyway. But I just know that back in the day, like okay, there's a reason why in religions, almost like every religion out there, they really want to emphasize that like you don't fuck around. Like you don't give your body up that easily. You want to find like a girlfriend or boyfriend, ultimately a family, a husband, wife, or or a partner, in this day and age. But like there's something about that. But like I'm starting to notice that I think that we're changing so rapidly now. Like you're telling me that we're the same like human species as a fucking caveman? No, we're not.
Well, let me ask you. Do you know what Chat GPT is? Chat GPT is?
No.
No? This is literally a website that you can go in any topic. You can plug it into the Chat GPT.
Reddit?
Bro, no. It's not even that. Bro, like high school students or any students get like they put a topic into there, it'll write a whole ass essay for them. So basically, the whole ass school system is changing the way they grade because there's actually these new AI.
School's useless then. It's not even
that's what I'm
necessary.
Saying. So like that's basically the school system is basically changing the way they teach because, especially like LA English, right? They're changing the way they like grade stuff because there's literally AI things that you can. I don't even know if you have to pay for it. They will write you write in like, hey, what happened in 1903, and they will write a whole ass essay. All you probably got to do is put a thesis statement and you have a whole ass essay already.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, well then, like, look, you shouldn't go to university then. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but look, I'm not talking about just capturing a grade to get a fucking designation. I just mean like, I just, I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast earlier with like Lex Friedman, by the way, and like they talked about this one thing that kind of resonated with me. Rogan was pointing out, I know a lot of people don't like Rogan, but like bear with me here. But he was explaining how like it seems like human beings now we're definitely changing into like a different thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like, maybe this is normal, right? Like I don't want to fear change ever because I know change is inevitable. If you take a look at just the history of how things are, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, but like at what point, do we still feel happy? Right. Cause or do we feel that reward for doing that thing that you do? But because like the way the world's changing so rapidly, it's like we're in such uncharted territory. Like we can't pass judgment on our opinions on things right now because they're changing so rapidly. Like you have to just kind of see what happens right now, and
go with the flow.
Yeah, I guess. But what? Okay, hold on. Okay, but like, okay, let's take steps back on multiple points in history. So back in the day, fucking great example to bring up here. Well, great in my mind anyway. But like Last Samurai, you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Right. So fucking, you got these like extremely disciplined samurai warriors that have they have had their ability to like suppress all that's distracting about the human condition. Like they don't get distracted by women. They don't get distracted by pleasure. They're about that's what I'm saying.
Even like, back when that happened,
but they did all that primarily as the motivation behind their warfare.
Yeah,
that's really what it was about. You stay this disciplined, you stay this sharp, you can fire that arrow, you can swing that sword, but then they bump into Americans with gunpowder, right? Like it's like their entire world is thrown upside down. When you watch the movie Last Samurai, it's just like, and they have to make a choice whether they reacclimate with the world or stay separate, right? And sometimes I'm sitting here like, okay, with that one example, I'm like, things are evolving all the time. There's no sense in like being super fucking clingy with the past. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, things are turning so crazily, like same way as a samurai. Imagine you're used to shooting bows and arrows, having swords. Now all of a sudden you're talking about this little fucking thing called gun, and you shoot gunpowder, and
But no,
it causes an explosion.
So you know how people depend on the guns now. Like, yeah, so if someone brought a fucking gun to a sword fight, obviously the person with the gun's gonna fucking win, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, samurais, right? They had a sword. There's swords that will break if you hit armor, and there's going to be swords that have 1,000 layers in it and won't break if you hit anything.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, are we the samurai, and then like we as in like society's the samurai, but the future is the fucking world? Because if that's the case, then it's like, well, why fight the change, right? Like the change is coming, and it's like it's just the way it's going to be. Like
you shouldn't fight the change, man. You should, like, when I say go with the flow, like it doesn't mean just like lay back and do nothing. It means like go with the flow. Make sure you have your priorities straight, because there's people.
What does that even mean though?
have your priorities straight. It
your
means
priorities are like incumbent on what you believe in, but if your beliefs are constantly changing, then it's going to alter your priorities, right?
no, like at the same time, I know everything's changing. Your beliefs at the same time, there's things that will always change your beliefs, 100%. But you will always have, I know 100% that everyone will have a belief that they will never give up on.
What's one of yours?
One of mine. That there's no, like what I was saying earlier.
I want to hear this. Yeah. What's
what
one
I
of
was
your
saying
beliefs
earlier,
that would never change?
There is so much money out there, dude. When I said that, I will repeat that. There is so much money out there to be made. And if you don't take the step to make that, you're not going to make that money. You're not. Okay. You know, if you know that money's out there and you don't take the steps and you see someone else take that step before you, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life.
Okay. What's an example here? So you make some fucking money.
Wayne Glensky. Wayne Glensky, let's say.
You mean Wayne Gretzky?
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne
you
Glensky?
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Was that? Oh, I thought you were gonna give me a specific example.
But that's a specific example, bro.
Okay. No, that's
what
a
do
quote.
you mean? That's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's a quote. It's like, yeah, I've heard that. I've fucking heard that.
Okay, well, fucking say. Like, what if I say? So I like last time
example. Like, what's an example of a shot that you don't take?
Last time I drop shift, it was on a portable espresso machine. I called it espresso to go. It didn't fucking hit. It didn't, and I was fine with that. Did I try again? No. Should I try again? Or should I have tried again? Absolutely.
All right.
Because there will always be that thing that will give you that break. You're not going to you're not going to hit it on the first try. You're playing any sport, hockey, football, soccer. You take a shot. Are you going to hit
a bar?
Yeah, a bar.
Like a podcast.
Literally, are you going to hit it 100% of the time? You could. But are you?
I can relate to what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's definitely me and my partner, man. Like, me and Kaz, like, we should have been open by now, man. This amount of fucking red tape that we go through as fucking first-time small business owners. Every step is rough. There's no respect.
100%.
You know, you got to prove yourself every second. And it's like, sometimes you have nothing to prove. You're like, I need you to fucking just do this for me so I can get to the next level, so I can show you the vision. You know, but it is funny. Like, I kind of get what you're saying, because anyone who's older than me, I talk about the podcast studio and the bar. They're like, "The fuck are you?" Like, ugh. I'm like, okay, like, just relax. Like, this is entire fucking industry right now.
Because again, what are they used to? Just places that have bumper music, easy to get to bar, and what else? Like, what else do they have? Like, the world is changing, and you need that thing that's gonna wow people. Again, I'm not gonna name the bar. It opened. It had that wild music. Everyone came. Everyone was buying drinks. It was doing great. After summer last year, it bombed because places opened that people trusted in. Example: Cowboys, Ranchmen. These places opened and took all their business just because they had the exact same game plan. Exact same.
Would you say they had an outdated game plan, maybe?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You can't just open a bar and have the exact same thing to a bar that's already open, because once they open back up, that's a place that people already have trusted and will always go back to that.
Yeah, it's slightly more complicated than that here.
You know? But no, like, what I'm saying is that you guys have such, like, so for example, Kaks, a podcast, they have a window. So, like, can I talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Can I talk about? Okay, so they have a window. So if you go to past a broadcast station, and they're doing a radio broadcast where you can see them talking, they're interviewing people, and it draws you in because you're like, oh, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? So, example, they're talking about something at the bar, right? Kaks bar. There's a podcast happening. They have a special guest. Doesn't matter. It's on their social media, whatever the heck. You're drawn in because you see, oh, there's a podcast happening. Say they have like a thing where it's like, at each table, or they have like a app or social media where
we have all that. Yeah. It's not set up
they have social media where you can say, ask me a question. Like on Instagram, you like post a picture, you say, ask me a question. You post, if they posted a picture of that person, said person, special guest, whatever, and said, ask me a question, you ask those questions. It like, there's so many ways to like interact with this place. And that's what I'm saying. When they open this bar, like there's so many ways to interact with just a like it's a podcast bar, so you can ask the person questions, you can watch it. You can watch it on.
Not only that, like we're gonna open up so that you can use the studio yourself. Like obviously it'll be our equipment and our backdrop, but this is a Calgary community-based podcast, so it's like I just want people to take advantage of, you know, like filming some funny shit, you know, like having some drinks and putting on your own social media and like bonding in the city together, right? That's the end game of our goal with Kaks, you know. But no, but I like that you understand the vision.
Where else do you see that, man?
I don't know. We're definitely original. Like we're coming soon if construction is.
No, that's what amazed me, because Cass literally told me this plan of how you guys want to like kind of like concept, like the concept that you guys had.
Well, I'm surprised no one came up with that. And to be honest with you, like when we were first launching it, I was like, we kept waiting. We're like, hey, this bar's gonna do that, and then yeah,
because like shareables, you have your friends around you. Like I don't know, like I haven't actually seen the bar, like how it's gonna be assembled.
We're constructing right now, but
like yeah, what if you're like with your friends, you're just talking? What if they're like, it doesn't have to be like a microphone, like. What if you're just talking with your friends and have all these interesting things to say, and like we can like like make a compilation of all those things where it's like, this is funny, or this is interesting, and all these things are just coming in, where it just makes it such a place to be where you have to talk about like a certain subject there, because there's controversial opinions. There's so many things that can come out of this bar. There's so many, and like that's the way like. This is such an original idea because I've never heard about a podcast bar, like ever. And I think it's actually crazy. And that's why I'm so invested in it, just because I know that there's so many things that could come out of it. Special guests, it doesn't matter. Like it's as long as marketing's put right and everything, I just know like it's such an original idea, and it can't. Like, well, you know.
Yo, Ethan, I'm gonna stop it right here for now. Okay, so everyone, anyway, Ethan did a great job just pumping up Kaks here, but we're aiming to open in March, but I'm not gonna lie, we're having some construction issues. I'm doing an update pretty soon here in the next podcast here, but no, Ethan, definitely thanks for coming on here. All right, okay, so Ethan he bartends right now at the park down the Aspen area here, so if you're ever there, grab some drinks, come check him out. Yeah, no, Ethan, we'll talk more about just some business ventures here, like
sure, 100%.
Off the air here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna plug it right here though. Okay. Everyone, have a good night.
Sounds good.
All right, okay.
You as well. Thank you for having me, guys. Hey, thank you.
See ya.